Welcome to a heartfelt exploration of the lives and untimely deaths of the talented cast members of Step by Step, this beloved sitcom, which brought laughter and warmth to audiences in the 90s, had its share of tragic stories hidden beneath the surface. In this video, we will delve deep into the lives of the 20 cast members, uncovering the circumstances surrounding their passing and the impact their loss had on fans and loved ones alike. Each story is a poignant reminder of the fragility of life and the hidden struggles that many face. Join us as we honor their memories and reflect on the legacy they left behind in the world of television. Don't miss this emotional journey through the untold tales of the Step by Step family. Suzanne Summers as Carol Foster Lambert. Suzanne Summers embodied the loving and resilient Carol Foster Lambert, a character who tackled the challenges of blended family life with warmth and humor. However, behind the scenes, Summers faced her own battles with breast cancer that echoed the strength of her character. Initially diagnosed in 2000, she underwent a lumpectomy and celebrated the news of being cancer-free. The relief, however, was short-lived. In the following years, she faced the devastating news that the cancer had returned. Each recurrence was a bitter reminder of her fragility, yet she approached these challenges with the same spirit Carol would have shown, facing adversity head-on with unwavering resolve. In 2004, after a brief period of remission, the cancer returned aggressively, forcing Summers to navigate a grueling treatment plan that included chemotherapy and alternative therapies. Through this difficult journey, she remained committed to raising awareness about breast cancer, often sharing her experiences in interviews and public speaking engagements. As her health deteriorated, she faced the reality of her situation with a fierce determination that inspired many. In her final days, as she battled the ravaging effects of the illness, she drew strength from the love of her family and the countless fans who admired her spirit. Summers passed away on October 15, 2023, at the age of 76, leaving behind a legacy of resilience and love that mirrored the character she so vividly portrayed. Peggy Ray as Ivy Baker. Peggy Ray's portrayal of Ivy Baker, Carol's nurturing mother, brought warmth and wisdom to Step by Step. Ivy was known for her gentle support and motherly affection, always ready with a comforting word or a hearty laugh. However, Ray faced her own battles with health in her later years. After experiencing increasing heart problems, she was diagnosed with serious heart disease. Despite her condition, she maintained her nurturing spirit, often hosting family gatherings and cherishing moments with her loved ones. As her health deteriorated, Ray's hospital visits became more frequent. Each time she was admitted, it felt like a harsh reminder of her mortality, but she faced her illness with grace, often downplaying her discomfort to keep her family spirits high. During these difficult times, she would recount fond memories from her past, sharing laughter and stories that brought joy to those around her. Despite her strength, the toll of her heart condition weighed heavily on her. On February 5, 2011, at the age of 89, she succumbed to heart failure. Her passing left a profound sense of loss among her family and friends, but her spirit of love and support continues to resonate with those who remember her. Mickey Jones as Virgil. Mickey Jones portrayed Virgil, a character recognized for his rugged and dependable nature, providing steadfast support to those around him. Just like his character, Jones exuded strength and resilience. However, in his later years, he faced serious health challenges that would test his fortitude. In his 70s, Jones was diagnosed with diabetes, a condition that initially seemed manageable but soon began to complicate his life significantly. He followed a strict regimen, adjusting his diet and incorporating exercise to maintain his health. Despite his efforts, complications from the disease crept in, leading to frequent hospital visits and increasingly severe health issues. As his condition worsened, Jones experienced a range of complications, including neuropathy and circulation problems, which affected his mobility and overall quality of life. Yet, true to Virgil's dependable spirit, he fought bravely through each setback, often choosing to share stories and laughter with friends and family to keep their spirits high. In the final months of his life, however, the toll of the complications became insurmountable. On February 7, 2018, at the age of 76, he passed away due to complications from diabetes, leaving behind a legacy of strength and reliability that mirrored the character he so vividly portrayed. Pat Crawford Brown as Mrs. Hill. Pat Crawford Brown brought to life the nurturing and supportive character of Mrs. Hill, a beloved figure who embodied warmth and kindness in Step by Step. As a grandmotherly presence, Mrs. Hill was always there to offer advice, comfort, and love to her family. However, in her later years, Brown faced her own health challenges that mirrored the strength of her character. In her late 80s, she began experiencing health issues that forced her to slow down. Despite her determination to remain active and engaged with her family, she found herself increasingly fatigued. As her health declined, she was diagnosed with various age-related ailments. Even in the face of adversity, Brown maintained her optimistic outlook, often sharing stories and laughter to uplift those around her. In her final months, the reality of her condition became more apparent. Hospital visits became more frequent, each one a reminder of her fragility. Yet, true to her character's spirit, she found joy in small moments with her family, reminiscing about cherished memories and the love they shared. On July 2, 2019, at the age of 90, she passed away due to natural causes, leaving a lasting legacy of warmth and compassion that echoed Mrs. Hill's nurturing nature. David Graff as Dave Roberts. David Graff, known for his role as the friendly stepfather Dave Roberts, was characterized by his ability to connect with the children in his blended family. His warm personality and sense of humor made him a beloved figure on the show. However, in real life, Graff faced serious health challenges that would alter the course of his life. Initially, he dismissed his symptoms, chest pains and fatigue, as stress from his busy career. But as the months went on, the symptoms worsened, prompting him to seek medical attention. After undergoing a series of tests, Graff received a shocking diagnosis. He was suffering from severe heart disease that required immediate intervention. Despite his optimistic nature, the gravity of his condition loomed over him. He underwent multiple procedures, including surgeries aimed at improving his heart function, but the toll of the illness was relentless. Graff continued to fight, drawing on the same humor and positivity that defined his character. Yet, in the early hours of April 7, 2001, he suffered a heart attack at the age of 50, leaving behind a legacy of laughter and love that resonated deeply with fans and friends alike. His untimely passing was a stark reminder of the fragility of life, and those who knew him cherished the joy he brought to their lives. Don Knotts as Deputy Fief. Don Knotts was famous for his portrayal of Deputy Fief, a bumbling yet endearing character who brought humor and lightness to Step by Step. His iconic style, reminiscent of his beloved role as Barney Fife, endeared him to fans. However, in his later years, Knotts faced serious health issues that significantly impacted his life. In his 70s, Knotts began experiencing respiratory problems that led to frequent hospital visits. Initially, he dismissed the symptoms as just a part of aging, but as time went on, it became clear that something more serious was at play. After a series of tests, he was diagnosed with lung cancer, a devastating revelation that shook him and his family. As he underwent treatment, including chemotherapy, he faced the challenges of his illness with a mix of determination and humor, often cracking jokes to lighten the mood even in the face of adversity. Unfortunately, the toll of the disease was relentless. Complications from pneumonia exacerbated his condition, leading to additional hospitalizations. In his final months, Knotts fought valiantly, but the battle took a heavy toll on his frail body. On February 24, 2006, at the age of 81, he passed away due to pulmonary and respiratory complications related to his cancer. His legacy endures through the laughter he brought to countless fans, reminding everyone of the joy and light he shared through his unforgettable performances. Nedra Voles as Mrs. Slac. Nedra Voles portrayed Mrs. Slac, a character known for her feisty and endearing personality. With her sharp wit and strong presence, Mrs. Slac quickly became a fan favorite, embodying the spirit of resilience and charm. In her personal life, however, Voles faced a relentless battle with Alzheimer's disease, a struggle that would profoundly affect her in her later years. Initially, the signs of Alzheimer's were subtle, often dismissed as typical forgetfulness. However, as the disease progressed, it became increasingly difficult for Voles to maintain her independence and connection to her loved ones. Throughout this challenging journey, she exhibited the same feistiness that characterized Mrs. Slac, often pushing against the limitations imposed by her condition. In her final years, Voles found solace in the memories of her vibrant past, often sharing stories from her life and career with family members, even as her short-term memory faded. The disease, however, continued to take its toll, leading to a decline in her overall health. On January 20, 2003, at the age of 94, she passed away due to complications from Alzheimer's disease, leaving behind a legacy of humor and determination that touched the hearts of many. Her spirit lives on in the memories of those who admired her talent and tenacity. Tony Longo as Supi. Tony Longo brought to life the character Supi, a man with a big heart and a larger-than-life personality. His infectious energy and kindness made him a beloved figure among the cast and audience. However, behind the vibrant exterior, Longo faced his own health struggles that were as significant as Supi's heart was big'd as he entered his 50s. Longo began to experience troubling health issues that were initially brushed off as typical aging concerns. However, when he was diagnosed with congestive heart failure, it marked the beginning of a difficult chapter in his life. The diagnosis was devastating, yet Longo maintained an optimistic outlook, often using humor to cope with the severity of his condition. He approached his treatment with determination, making lifestyle changes to manage his heart health. Sadly, as time progressed, his condition deteriorated further, leading to additional complications related to his kidneys. The challenges of living with chronic illness were immense, and despite his courageous fight, the toll of his health issues became evident. On June 21, 2015, at the age of 53, he passed away due to congestive heart failure and kidney issues, leaving behind a legacy of kindness and warmth that resonated deeply with those who knew him.
Tom O'Rourke as John Patterson.
Tom O'Rourke played John Patterson, a character marked by his authoritative and strategic nature, often taking charge with a decisive presence. In real life, O'Rourke's battle with cancer mirrored the gravity and determination of his character. In his early 60s, O'Rourke was diagnosed with cancer, a disease that would profoundly impact his life. The diagnosis came as a shock, but O'Rourke faced it with the same resolute demeanor that characterized John Patterson. His treatment regimen was aggressive, involving surgeries, chemotherapy, and radiation. Throughout this challenging period, O'Rourke's strategic mind was put to the test as he navigated the complexities of his illness. Despite his efforts to remain positive, the cancer proved relentless. The physical toll of the treatments was severe, leading to significant weight loss and fatigue. O'Rourke continued to work and stay involved in his passions, even as his health deteriorated. His strength and determination remained evident, echoing the authoritative presence of his character. On September 13, 2009, at the age of 65, he passed away due to complications from cancer, leaving behind a legacy of fortitude and leadership. Al Molinaro as Joe Passarelli. Al Molinaro portrayed Joe Passarelli, a character known for his warm and friendly demeanor, bringing a sense of community and connection to the show. His jovial personality made him a favorite among viewers and cast alike. However, in his later years, Molinaro faced significant health challenges that would test his resilience. As he approached his 90s, he began experiencing various health complications, starting with gastrointestinal issues that seemed minor at first but gradually escalated. After a series of doctor visits, he was diagnosed with complications stemming from an infected gallbladder. Throughout his treatment, he approached his illness with the same cheerfulness and positivity that characterized Joe Passarelli. Despite undergoing surgery, the recovery was slow and arduous, often accompanied by periods of pain and discomfort. Even as his health declined, Molinaro remained determined to stay connected with his family and friends, sharing stories and laughter whenever he could. However, his condition continued to worsen, leading to hospitalizations that left him feeling more fragile. On October 30, 2015, at the age of 96, he passed away due to complications from the infection. His legacy as Joe Passarelli lives on, reminding everyone of the importance of warmth, friendship, and community. Doris Roberts as Aunt Edna. Doris Roberts brought to life the character of Aunt Edna, a warm and nurturing presence known for her sage advice and unwavering support for her family. Throughout Step by Step, Aunt Edna's wisdom and love resonated deeply with viewers, reflecting the essence of Roberts' own personality. However, as Roberts aged, she encountered health challenges that would profoundly affect her later years. In her 80s, Roberts faced various age-related health issues, including mobility challenges that began to limit her activities. Despite her vibrant spirit and desire to remain involved in family gatherings, the physical toll of aging became increasingly apparent. Yet, much like Aunt Edna, she approached her struggles with grace and humor, often sharing stories from her rich career and the lessons she learned along the way. As time went on, Roberts experienced a decline in her health that led to more frequent hospital visits. Even in these moments, her strength shone through. She continued to offer advice and encouragement to her loved ones, embodying the nurturing nature of Aunt Edna. On April 17, 2016, at the age of 90, she passed away due to natural causes. Diana Bellamy as the Saleswoman. Diana Bellamy brought to life the Saleswoman, a character with a lively and engaging personality that added charm and energy to every scene. However, Bellamy faced her own battle with cancer, a struggle that would ultimately end her life far too soon. In her 50s, Bellamy was diagnosed with cancer, a diagnosis that initially seemed manageable but rapidly progressed. Despite the challenges of her illness, Bellamy maintained a spirited and engaging attitude, much like her character. Her treatment included a combination of surgeries and chemotherapy, but the disease proved to be aggressive. As the cancer advanced, Bellamy's health declined quickly. The treatments took a significant toll on her body, leading to increasing weakness and discomfort. Throughout her illness, she remained focused on staying positive and engaging with her loved ones, reflecting the vibrant personality of the saleswoman she portrayed. Despite her brave efforts, the cancer eventually claimed her life. On June 17, 2001, at the age of 57, she passed away due to complications from the disease. Fred Willard as Bert Lambert. Fred Willard was known for his lively and humorous portrayal of Bert Lambert, a character who brought laughter and joy to every scene. With his quick wit and infectious energy, Willard's performances were always a highlight. However, in his later years, he faced health challenges that tested his vibrant spirit. In his mid-80s, Willard encountered health issues that began to overshadow his once energetic lifestyle. He faced several medical challenges, including heart problems that required careful management. Despite the difficulties, Willard approached his health struggles with the same humor and positivity that defined his character. He often made light of his situation, using laughter as a coping mechanism. As his condition worsened, Willard's family and friends rallied around him, providing support and love during this difficult time. However, the strain on his body became too great, leading to a sudden decline in his health. On May 15, 2020, at the age of 86, he passed away due to cardiac arrest. Matt Landers as Mr. Parker. Matt Landers portrayed Mr. Parker, a character known for his friendly and approachable demeanor, always ready to lend a helping hand and share a smile with the blended family. However, behind this warm exterior lay a personal struggle that would ultimately lead to his untimely passing. In his early 60s, Landers was diagnosed with cancer, a diagnosis that shattered the tranquility of his life. Initially, he faced the illness with the same optimism and kindness that characterized Mr. Parker. He began treatment with determination, believing that he could overcome this daunting challenge. Throughout his journey, Landers kept his trademark smile, often reassuring friends and family that he was doing well. As the months passed, the reality of his condition became increasingly difficult to bear. The treatments took a toll on his body, causing fatigue and pain that threatened to dim his spirit. Despite the challenges, Landers continued to support others, embodying the very essence of Mr. Parker as he tried to uplift those around him, often sharing anecdotes and laughter to mask his own struggles. However, the cancer proved relentless, and his health deteriorated rapidly. On March 12, 2015, at the age of 62, Landers passed away, leaving behind a legacy of warmth and kindness. Janette Miller as Mrs. Whitney. Janette Miller portrayed Mrs. Whitney, a character characterized by her gentle and caring demeanor. With her soft-spoken nature and nurturing presence, Mrs. Whitney left a lasting impression on viewers. However, Miller faced her own health struggles that mirrored the fragility of her character. In her later years, Miller began to experience health challenges that were compounded by her advancing age. As she entered her 80s, she dealt with several ailments, including heart issues and a decline in overall health. Despite these obstacles, Miller maintained a gentle spirit, often surrounded by friends and family who cherished her presence. As her condition worsened, Miller remained resilient, often sharing stories and laughter, reminiscent of her character's caring nature. However, the strain of her health issues took its toll, leading to increased hospital visits and the need for more intensive care. On November 4, 2016, at the age of 84, she passed away due to natural causes. Peter Spellows as Big Jim. Peter Spellows played Big Jim, a character with a larger-than-life personality and a big heart, known for his jovial nature and ability to make everyone feel at home. However, Spellows faced a grim reality as he battled pancreatic cancer, a struggle that would eventually take him from his loved ones. In his late 60s, Spellows was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer, a diagnosis that hit him hard. Unlike his character, whose larger-than-life spirit brought joy to others, Spellows found himself grappling with fear and uncertainty. He initially approached his diagnosis with determination, believing that his infectious personality could help him overcome this formidable foe. As he began treatment, Spellows tried to maintain his upbeat attitude, often joking with medical staff and sharing stories from his career. He continued to embrace life, surrounded by friends and family, drawing strength from their support. However, pancreatic cancer is notorious for its aggressive nature, and as the months went by, it became increasingly clear that Spellows' battle would be a challenging one. Despite his fight, Spellows experienced the devastating toll of the illness. The treatments left him weakened, and he struggled with the emotional weight of his condition. Yet, even during his darkest days, he remained a beacon of light, using humor to comfort those around him and remind them of the joy of life. On November 19, 2023, at the age of 69, Spello succumbed to pancreatic cancer. His larger-than-life personality and big heart are fondly remembered by those who knew him, and his legacy as Big Jim continues to inspire others. Denise Dows as Judge Martin. Denise Dows portrayed Judge Martin, a character recognized for her authoritative and fair demeanor, often serving as a voice of reason in complex family disputes. In her life, Dows faced a sudden and severe health crisis that would ultimately take her life far too soon. In her early 60s, Dows was struck by meningitis, a devastating illness that would challenge her resilience. Initially, she experienced flu-like symptoms that seemed manageable, but as the days progressed, her health took a sharp turn for the worse. The infection attacked her nervous system, leading to severe complications that left her hospitalized and fighting for her life. Throughout her battle, Dows remained strong, drawing on the same authoritative spirit that defined Judge Martin. Her family and friends rallied around her, providing support and encouragement. Yet, the relentless nature of meningitis proved difficult to combat, and despite her fierce will to survive, her condition deteriorated. On August 13, 2022, at the age of 64, she passed away due to complications from the illness, leaving behind a legacy of strength and fairness that mirrored her character on screen. Richard Rote as Bill Lambert. Richard Rote portrayed Bill Lambert, a character known for his warm and friendly demeanor, bringing a sense of comfort and approachability to the show. However, in his later years, Rote faced a sudden and unexpected health crisis that would cut his life short, and in his late 80s, Rote's health began to decline, marked by increasing heart issues that were initially manageable but soon became more severe. Despite his warm personality and efforts to stay active, he experienced a heart attack that would ultimately prove fatal. Rote's condition had worsened rapidly, leading to emergency medical interventions and attempts to stabilize his health. Throughout his struggle, Rote remained positive, surrounded by loved ones who admired his resilience and kindness. The suddenness of his heart attack came as a shock to those who knew him, as he had maintained an optimistic outlook even while managing his health issues. On August 5, 2022, at the age of 89, he passed away due to a heart attack.
Brian O'Byrne as Reverend Wallace.
Brian O'Byrne played Reverend Wallace, a character known for his gentle and compassionate nature, providing comfort and wisdom to those in need. In his later years, O'Byrne faced his own health challenges, marked by the natural decline that often accompanies aging. As he approached his late 70s, O'Byrne's health began to wane. While he remained active in his community and continued to offer his wisdom and support to those around him, he faced several age-related health issues that gradually took a toll. Despite this, he maintained the gentle spirit that characterized Reverend Wallace, focusing on the positive aspects of life and cherishing the moments spent with loved ones. In his final years, O'Byrne experienced a decline that required more intensive care. He remained surrounded by family and friends who admired his strength and compassion, even as his health deteriorated. On December 4, 2009, at the age of 78, he passed away due to natural causes. Edward Winter as Richard Lambert. Edward Winter portrayed Richard Lambert, a character characterized by his commanding and strategic personality, often navigating the complexities of family dynamics with confidence. However, in real life, Winter faced a long and arduous battle with Parkinson's disease that would gradually diminish his physical abilities. In his early 60s, Winter was diagnosed with Parkinson's, a progressive neurological disorder that affects movement and coordination. Initially, he managed his symptoms with medication and therapy, maintaining an active lifestyle and continuing to work in television. However, as the disease progressed, he faced increasing challenges with mobility and speech. Despite these difficulties, Winter's determination and strategic mindset, much like his characters, remained intact. He continued to perform and participate in projects, often drawing from his experiences to inspire others facing similar challenges. Unfortunately, as Parkinson's took its toll, his health began to decline more significantly. On March 8, 2001, at the age of 63, he passed away due to complications from the disease, leaving a lasting impact on his colleagues and fans, reminiscent of the strong presence he embodied as Richard Lambert. What do you think about the deaths of the actors in Step by Step, and who do you miss the most among them? Leave your comments below and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell to see the latest videos.